Welcome back to the channel. As you can see here in 3uTools, we are running the latest iOS 26.2, and the activated status is a definitive flashing no. It is locked tight to the previous owner, and in 2026, that is a tough nut to crack, but not impossible. Let's jump over to the browser and visit the official GSM Germany website. This is our command center for today. Now, pay attention. For iOS 26.2, there are currently only two legitimate ways to achieve a permanent hardware-level unlock. The first is the downgrade strategy, which we're performing in this video for an instant result. Because Apple effectively fortified the system in version 26.2, tools like iRemoval GSMG Pro require a more vulnerable environment. We'll be rolling back the firmware to a version where our kernel exploits are still active. The second option is the server method, also known as the invoice method. If you look at the server section on GSM Germany, you can perform an advanced GSX IMEI check. This pulls the sold to data directly from Apple's database, revealing the original purchase date and the name of the vendor. Even if you bought this phone second-hand, you can use this data to generate a professional purchase invoice. You then submit it to the official Apple Support activation portal. If your data matches their internal records, Apple will unlock your device for you officially and for free. It's a brilliant route, but it requires a few days of waiting. Since we want results now, let's stick to the downgrade. I've already grabbed the custom iPhone 12 Pro Max gateway firmware from the GSM Germany firmware hub. Now, back in 3uTools, we head to Smart Flash, click Import, and select that specific IPWS file. Everything looks good, so let's hit that flash button. Now, this is going to take several minutes, so let's dive deep into the why behind this process. While that progress bar moves, I want to explain the high-level security we are dealing with. Why is iOS 26.2 so difficult? In 2026, Apple introduced what we call neural engine integrity checks. It's no longer just about the software. The A14 Bionic chip uses its AI cores to verify the system's root partition every few seconds. Apple patched the specific communication ports that tools like iRemoval, HFZ, and Lu Activator use to talk to the kernel. They effectively locked the front door of the Secure Enclave Processor, or SEP. If we tried to run an activation tool on 26.2, the system would immediately detect the unauthorized handshake and relock the device within a minute of reaching the home screen. By downgrading to this specialized 26.0 gateway firmware, we are performing a strategic rollback. We are moving the phone back to a version of iOS where the security signatures are still vulnerable to our RAM disk injection. This custom firmware from GSM Germany is essentially a skeleton key. It's stripped of the original owner's encryption tokens and prepared at a root level to accept a new identity. We are laying the foundation. Without this foundation, any bypass you try would be temporary and unstable. While we wait for the last 20%, let's talk more about that server method I mentioned earlier. Many people ask, what if my phone is reported as lost or stolen? That is the deal breaker. If your IMEI check comes back as lost or stolen, the server method will fail every time. Apple's 2026 protocols are strictly for clean devices. But if your check is clean, that generated invoice is your best friend. It includes the correct GSX verified vendor and the exact timestamp of initial activation. When you upload it to Apple Support, an AI reviewer first checks the metadata of the PDF. Because the GSM Germany invoices are precision crafted to match official retail layouts, they pass that first layer of scrutiny. From there, it moves to a manual review, and usually within 72 hours, your device just pops open. It's the most professional way to handle a business tier unlock, and I highly recommend checking it out if you're not in a rush. The flash is officially complete. Our iPhone 12 Pro Max is sitting on that vulnerable 26.0 base, ready for the final handshake. Without disconnecting the cable, let's launch the eye removal GSMG Pro tool. As you can see, the tool recognizes the device and confirms our IMEI has whitelisted. Crucial reminder, you must register your device on the GSM Germany server first, or the Activate button will remain disabled. I've already authorized this unit, so let's hit Activate. Right now, the tool is performing a neural engine recalibration and patching the baseband to ensure your 5G and cellular signals stay stable. And there it is, successfully activated. The phone is rebooting. Let's walk through the setup process. And look at that, we've jumped straight past the hello screen. No activation lock, no previous owner ID. But let's do the real test. I'm going into settings and logging in with a brand new iCloud account. It accepts it instantly. Face ID is fully functional, the 5G signal is booming, and the device is 100% factory clean. That is the power of the 2026 GSMG method. If this tutorial saved your device, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. If you need the firmware or want to start a GSX check, all the links and our Telegram group are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.